What if one small change today kept your mind clearer, your body stronger, and your heart fuller for years to come? What if the quiet you feel is not peace, but a warning? You might wake to a slow ache, a memory that used to come fast now lags. A friend calls less often. The house grows larger because your days grow smaller. These things can happen to any of us as we grow older. They start quietly. They ask little of us at first. Then one day we look up and feel farther from life than we want to be. This video is for anyone over 80 and for the family who wants to help. We will walk through 5 real dangers that come from stepping back from people. Each one comes with a clear reason it matters. Each one comes with a simple way to fight back. These are not medical promises. They are practical, everyday steps that many people have found to work. Stay with me. The 5th danger includes a truth that can open a new season in your life. You will want to hear it. Danger 1. The quiet path to declining memory. When you stop talking, your mind loses part of its daily exercise. Conversation asks you to search for a word. It asks you to tell a story. It asks you to listen and to answer. That back and forth is practice for memory and thought. Without it, the brain has fewer chances to make new links. Small slips that once were rare can become more common. You might forget a name or lose a thought mid-sentence. Over time, those moments add up to a pattern. Memories begin to feel distant. They can come later, or not at all. That slow drift can be frightening. It can make you feel small. But there is hope. Simple contact wakes the mind. A short phone call, a chat over tea, a weekly group where people ask questions and tell their stories. These are small things. Yet they give your brain regular practice. They keep pathways open. They bring back the habit of remembering. A life touched by other people gives the mind many gentle nudges. Those nudges matter. They build resilience. Robert was 83 when his wife passed. He kept to his routines. He ate at the same table. He read the paper. He walked the same route. At first, neighbors thought he was fine. Then he began to repeat the same story to anyone who would listen. He misplaced his wallet several times. One day, he could not remember the name of a neighbor he had known for 30 years. It frightened him. His daughter called and said, "Dad, come to the library talk next week. Just sit." He said no at first. He was shy. He worried he would seem foolish. On the day of the talk, Robert almost turned back. The room felt new. His hands trembled as he sat. Then someone asked a question about the old town fair. A woman told a memory of the buggy races. Robert smiled. He added a detail he had held in his head for decades. People laughed and nodded. The next week he returned. Week by week he started telling richer stories. He began to recall names again. The practice of sharing put his memory to use. That small step built confidence. That small step brought back more than facts. It brought back the habit of remembering who he was. Action step. Call or visit one person this week and ask about their day. Listen more than you speak. Short chats add up. They give your mind the practice it needs. A simple question can become a gentle workout for memory. Keep moving forward. You're stronger than you know. Danger 2. The hidden toll on the body. When you stay home and see fewer faces, you move less. This is simple, but powerful. Moving less means muscles shrink a little. Joints stiffen. Balance can wobble. When movement slows, so does confidence. That can cause you to stay in more. The cycle tightens. Even gentle exercise is easier when you do it with others. Group walks, short chair exercise classes, or a neighbor's gardening help you move more often. That movement protects strength. It protects balance. It lowers the chance of a sudden fall that can change everything. Loneliness also raises stress. Stress can make sleep worse. It can change appetite. It can make small aches feel larger. Your immune system works best when your life is calm and steady. People who have friends tend to move more, eat more regularly, and sleep better. Those are not fancy claims. They are simple truths about how life and health hang together. Patricia loved to garden. Her hands knew every plant. After turning 80, she stopped going to the community center garden days. She said she had less energy. The neighbors planted in the big pots by the street, and she watched from her chair. One morning, she stood to move a pot and felt lightheaded. She caught herself on the table, but she felt weak. Her grandson found her and gently suggested a group that met for short walks and gentle stretches in the park. She felt shy, but went. Once. The walking group began with a slow lap. The leader guided breathing and simple steps. People laughed at small memories. Patricia returned the next week. Her legs felt stronger. Her hands returned to the soil. She learned new ways to bend without strain. She found a friend who dropped by with cuttings. Action step. Say yes to one gentle activity this week. A short walk, a stretch class, or a garden meet. If you feel unsure, bring a cane or a friend. Small, steady steps add strength and lower risk. If this insight touches your heart, please comment number 2 below to join the conversation. Danger 3. Losing a sense of purpose. Purpose keeps days bright. It is the quiet fuel that makes you rise and try again. When social ties shrink, so do chances to give or receive help, to mentor, to listen, or to teach. Without these small roles, a day can feel empty. Purpose is not a grand thing. It can be sending a note, teaching a child to fold a shirt, or making soup for a neighbor. These acts matter. They remind us that we are needed. They remind us that our life still makes a difference. People with purpose often report feeling better. They have small routines that bring meaning. That feeling pushes them to move, to eat, to get dressed, to plan a small task. It makes the body and mind work better in small, important ways. When purpose fades, energy can fade too. But purpose can be built again. Look for small needs. Ask, who might I help this week? Small steps add up to a steady rhythm. James had been a school bus driver for 40 years. After retiring, he found a young neighbor who could not read well. The woman was embarrassed, but grateful when James offered to read with her grandson. For 2 afternoons, he sat and read simple stories. He loved the rhythm of words again. Over months, James found more chances, reading at the community center, helping kids learn to tie their shoes, volunteering once a month at a local food table. He did not call these heroic things. He called them reasons to wake up. The weight of each small service filled his mornings with meaning. He found that purpose made his hands steady and his heart lighter. Action step. Find one small way to be useful this month. It could be teaching a recipe, mailing a card, or reading to a child. Start small and keep it simple. Purpose grows when you do it regularly. Your journey to a better tomorrow begins with this step. Stay inspired. Danger 4. The deepening pull of sadness. Loneliness often brings more than quiet. It can bring heavy feelings. When you have fewer moments of shared laughter, you have fewer chances to lighten the heart. Negative thoughts can gather. Worry can grow. Over time, what starts as sadness can become depression. This is real and common. It is not a weakness. It is a sign that your heart needs company and care. Seeking connection is brave. Talking to a trusted friend, a faith leader, or a professional can help you find a path forward. You don't have to carry heavy feelings alone. Small, daily practices help too. A short call with someone who listens. A group where people share small life moments. A hobby that invites others in. These simple things bring light back into the day, bit by bit. Recovery is not dramatic. It is steady. It is a handful of kind acts done every week. Susan stopped going to her knitting circle after she lost her husband. At home, the silence pressed in. She began skipping meals and sleeping poorly. Her son noticed and called. He offered to come by and sit. They did not talk about grief at first. They watched old movies and made tea. After a few visits, Susan agreed to meet one woman from the circle at a quiet bench. They sat and knitted, in silence at first. Then the woman asked about a pattern. Susan answered. The question opened a door. She returned to the circle the following week and found that the simple rhythm of knitting and soft talk gave her the chance to name her sadness. She began to speak about her husband and her memories. She felt held. Over months, the heavy fog lifted enough for her to plan a small trip to visit a sister. The trip felt possible because others had walked beside her. Action step. Reach out to someone you trust this week and say, "I'm having a hard day." Short words can start healing. If feelings grow heavy, ask for help from a doctor or counselor. You are never a burden for asking for care. If you're still with us and value this wisdom, please comment number 4 below to stay connected. Danger 5. The shrinking of your world. Step by step, your calendar can become empty. Your roots can shorten. Shops you once knew may feel unfamiliar. When the world grows smaller, you lose surprises, new friends, and moments of joy. Days can start to look alike. That sameness drains hope. But the world can widen again. A single invitation, a new class, or a short trip to the market can open new lanes of life. Curiosity can be your ally. One yes can lead to another. Even small travel, like a bus ride to a museum or a walk to a new cafe, breaks the circle of sameness. Each new scene is a promise that life can still offer fresh moments. Charles had lived in the same town for decades. After his sister moved away, he rarely left the house except for the pharmacy. His daughter asked him to come to a small town fair. He hesitated. The fair felt loud and too new, but he agreed. He found a stall with old books and a man who loved the same author he had once read as a boy. They talked for an hour. The man invited Charles to a Wednesday reading group. Charles went. The group met in a room with bright windows and steady tea. People read small poems and remembered songs from the past. Charles felt the world open. He found a new friend who drove him to the library many weeks. He began to take the bus to a new cafe on Saturdays. Each new place added color to his days. He said later, "I did not know how small my world had become until I saw that it could be wide again." Action step. Say yes to one invitation this month. A fair, a group, a short class, or a walk to a new place. If it feels hard, bring a trusted friend. One new place can lead to many. Let this wisdom fuel your resolve to live fully each day. You have heard 5 dangers. You have heard 5 ways back. Let us bring them together. When people withdraw, memory can slow, the body can weaken, purpose can fade, sadness can deepen, and the world can shrink. Each danger is quiet. Each can be answered by connection, by movement, by service, by honest talk, and by saying yes to small new things. None of these steps are dramatic. They are steady. They are doable. What step will you take today? Will you call one person? Will you say yes to an activity? Will you offer help or ask for help when you need it? Small steps build days that feel worth living. They build strength for the long run. Drop a comment below and let us know one way you'll apply this wisdom in your life. Share a small step you will try this week. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs it. Your one click could mean another person finds the courage to reach out. Thank you for listening. Let your wisdom light the way.